Hi everyone. So I'm back with the resin. This is how it turned out. Nice and hard. Worked like a charm. You can't see the Resi Blast on there, so I'm gonna take it off with a little bit of alcohol because we don't want all that oil in the second pour. So that's why I'm going to take it off a little, as you can see. And someone mentioned yesterday, they said, wouldn't that the brown color you made, wouldn't that turn hard before you get to do the second layer? I'm thinking, what? Yes, I forgot to use the brown. But I think I'll leave it like this because I kind of like all the blues. So this is just making sure there's not too much of that oil left in there. And I'm going to be doing the mica now. Mica, I don't know. That's about it. Okay, got that ready. Now what I have done is I've mixed some resin. As you can see, this time I did with fluid ounces. So this is 1.4 fluid ounce. And I'm going to put a little in another cup. And I'm going to add the Guatemalan green. Just a little bit. And because I think this is the most that looks like a sort of turquoise, in between the turquoise and the other color. So I think that'll go really well together. You do have to give it a little time to get into that resin. But as you can see, it doesn't take too long before it's totally one smooth piece of resin. I might do a little bit more. Let's see, yeah. So just a little bit more because I really love this color. Now this is going to be the second layer. So what I want to do is I want to fill in the holes that I have. Everything where I think there's a hole or I can almost see through it, I'm going to put it on there. And I'm going to come in with another color. See, it goes so well with that teal. The Vallejo teal color. It's kind of nice. Then I want a slightly different color. So I'm going to take the Guatemala green, put that in. But I'm also going to put in a little bit of Ocean Wave. That's it. Put that aside. Now we have two colors in here. And all these colors, you can mix them to make your own color. See that? That is beautiful. So we're going to put a little bit of that here and there. I do want to see a little bit of variation about where I'm putting this and how I'm using it. And then in a minute I'll be using the hair dryer to move it all. But as you can see, I'm going to leave this whole part, I'm going to leave that because I really want to keep that. And I think there's a little bit too much white down here, so I might want a little bit of this. And another bit. Now this time I'm going to use the Stargazer. Which is a little bit lighter than the other. Let's see. Don't want too much in there. And like Leslie says, you know, a little bit goes a long way, and that is so true. How many things have you seen me pour with these pigments? That's a lot. This time I'll put the link to Leslie's website under the video, so it's easier for you guys if you want some of this to find it. So, want a little bit of that. That's a little bit of color there, a little bit there. Do I see any more holes? Now another person said, I'd like to see the good side, but this is the good side, people. Don't know how you can think that the other side is the good side. It's not. This is the good side. This is the side that you're going to see. And I'm going for this layer and then a finishing layer, but you know how it works with art, you never know. I might even have to do another layer before I do the finishing layer. Can't help it. Okay, let's bring in the heat. So this is kind of nice. Just want to work it a little bit. Let's see what it does here. That's okay. Now I'm going to fill in just a little of those holes so that the next layer, if I have to do a next layer, that I don't have to worry about filling in any holes, that they're all covered. Let's see. That's kind of nice. That's perfect. This is all okay. Maybe a little movement in this one. Yep. Ooh, a little bit here. And I see a little hole up here. I do like to, you know, get into it with my hands. That's another question someone asked, why you do it with air or with your hands. Well, just you do what you feel like doing, I guess. There are some little holes that keep popping up. And I could put a little bit of silicone in there. That's about it. Now, I think I'll do this bit over because I do think I'll put a little bit of white in there. Let's see. Yeah. And I'm going to put it right along the side. Oop, little drop down there. Can't help it. Take it off in a bit. And I hope it's going to mix with each other. I'm not sure it will be. It looks like it's going to do that. Yep. Okay. The only thing I really hate is that you can't really determine where that stuff's going to go. See, this doesn't have enough power. I do like what it's doing here. That is beautiful. And this just gets too cold. See that? It starts to... It's nice to create some sort of a pattern. That is pretty, but other than that, it's the airflow is too cold. Yep, gotta get the other thing again. Okay, I think that's enough. I'm going to take off a little bit of this because I want this pattern to be intact. That'll stay there. Because we're doing a total new layer on top, a flat layer, that'll be okay. Just taking a little to make it a little smoother. You know, I don't like those little jaggedy edges, so that's why I'm doing it again. That's that. And maybe a little bit of white. Let's see what happens. Just rubbing it in here. Yeah, it makes it look a little milky. I kind of like that. That's kind of cool. Okay, that's about it. That's about all I'm going to do with it. Oh, take this off here. Don't like that bit. And maybe over here, just to cover up a little bit of that glitter. Maybe a little bit too much. Yep, this I absolutely love. I love this bit. I'm not too cool about this part. Let's see. Make like a little waves. Maybe that'll look cooler. And then let it flow together. Now I know a lot of people are telling me what to do about how to pour this, but this is an experimental thing. I know how to pour a dirty pour with resin. I've done it before. There is a video. But you know, sometimes I just like to do it my own way and find out, you know, what it does and how it works and how it reacts. And that's why it looks like I'm doing it for the first time, because it is the technique I am doing for the first time. So maybe that's why I'm getting so many people that are trying to help me, but I don't really need that help really, because you know, I like experimenting with the mediums. Okay, I think this is it. Maybe a little bit, a touch of blue down here. Just a touch. Yeah, that looks better. Yep, that looks cool. That's it. This is the second layer. And I still see a couple of holes, but okay. Can't help it. We'll have to live with that. Maybe I'll have to do a third layer before I do the final one, because it is still pulling apart, I see. And I know people are saying you should use more resin, but I don't think so, because this is more like painting. It's building it up in layers. So I don't really think I need more of the stuff. Yes, I know it'll flow faster. You know, if you put more resin on here, it'll flow. You can move it faster, but that's not really what I'm going for. I want some form of that I can play with it like I'm doing now. That's what I sort of like. Because, you know, when you do the pouring, as we all know, the people who pour, there's, you know, not a lot of control you have over a pour. Yeah, you can determine how you pour, but you know, how the cells pop up and how they stay there, that's sort of not, you know, it's not up to us to get to pinpoint where they are. So a little bit more here. Maybe it'll work after all. I think I got most of the holes covered. Might just work, because what I'd rather do is do one final layer, because this now is beautiful. I love this. This is the cool part. Gotta make it a little bit more obvious. So I love this bit. This is the vocal point, I think. Yep, I gotta get a little bit more out of my cup if I can. Yep, this is it. I'm gonna stop right here. Oh, I have to show you the other one. That's right. Okay, let me do that first. Let me put this away. Put my hand under it. You know, I could show you close-ups, but I'll show it, you know, with the final layer. Gotta put my jars up there. Now this is the one I did yesterday. As you can see, it worked like a charm. There are no belly buttons anymore. Zip, zip, zip. No belly buttons. So it's nice and smooth. And I'll be taking the tape off. And let's see. Yeah, there are a few little, see that? A few little drips. But they'll go with the tape. I'm pretty sure of that. And then it's ready to go. And this was video 323, if you want to see it. So it worked. I'm happy, and I hope the buyer is happy. So it'll be I think I can send it off around Wednesday, I think. Then it'll be, I think, totally cured by then. How many layers did we put on here? I don't know. Okay. So thank you all for watching, guys. And I'm going to put this one up and then clean everything up again. And then I'm going to do a 4-cup flip ocean colors on a 40 by 40. That's what I'm looking forward to. I haven't done a decent pour in a couple of days, so that's what I'm going to do. So thank you all for watching. Love you all to pieces. Liebe euch alle. See you in the next video. See you later. Bye bye.